All right, let's get straight to the point. Warface is broken. If you've logged into the Western version lately, you probably noticed something strange. No matches, no players, just you, alone, in an empty lobby. Questioning your life choices. So, what happened? Well, in case you missed the memo, Warface split into two separate versions. The Russian version, where everyone actually plays, the Western version, where matchmaking takes longer than downloading the entire game. This means if you want to experience Warface the way it was meant to be played, with full lobbies, fast matchmaking, and actual humans, you need to install Warface Russia. Now, before you panic and start Googling how to move to Russia overnight, don't worry. You don't need a visa, you don't need a VPN, and you don't need to learn Russian. Well, except for one little thing. In this video, I'll guide you step by step through the entire installation process, from downloading Warface Russia to getting past all the weird little requirements that nobody warns you about. Let's get started. Step 1. Finding Warface Russia, because it's not on Steam anymore. All right, first things first, you can't just open Steam, type Warface Russia, and call it a day. That's not how this works anymore. Instead, Warface Russia now lives on VK Play, which is basically the Russian version of Steam, but with a slightly more intimidating user interface. How to get there without getting lost. Open your browser and go to the official Warface Russia website. Everything is in Russian. Do not panic. Your mission: translate the page before clicking anything. Step 2. How to translate the website before your brain melts. Since Warface Russia's website is entirely in Russian, your best bet is to translate it before clicking random buttons and hoping for the best. If you're using Google Chrome, right-click anywhere on the page, click Translate to English. Congratulations, you are now fluent in Google Translate Russian. If you're using another browser, look for a translate icon in the search bar. If it doesn't have one, just copy and paste the page into Google Translate. Once you can actually read what's happening, we can move on to creating an account. Step 3. Creating a VKID account, because your old account is useless now. Your old Warface account? Forget about it, it won't work here. To play Warface Russia, you need a VKID, which is the login system for VK Play. Here's how to create a VKID without losing your mind. Click Sign Up on the Warface website. You'll be redirected to the VKID registration page, again in Russian. Enter your email, create a password, and confirm your email. Once verified, log into Warface Russia using your shiny new VKID. At this point, you might feel like you're hacking into a government database, but don't worry, it's just an overcomplicated game login system. Now that you have an account, let's get to the fun part, downloading the game. Step 4, downloading VK Play, the Russian Steam clone. Since Warface isn't available on Steam anymore, you'll need to install VK Play, which is the official launcher for Warface Russia. How to download VK Play without breaking your PC. Go back to the Warface website. Click Download the game. This will download VK Play Launcher. Install VK Play just like you would with Steam, Epic Games, or any other launcher. VK Play is basically Steam, but in Russian, so once you install it, it's going to look completely foreign to you. Literally. Before you do anything else, let's make our lives easier and translate the launcher. Step 5. Translating the VK Play launcher to English VK Play is, once again, in Russian by default. And unless you want to spend your entire day using Google Lens to translate buttons, let's switch it to English. How to change VK Play's language to English. Open VK Play, click on the settings icon, look for interface language, or just guess where the dropdown is. Switch it to English. Boom. Now you can actually understand what's happening. Step 6. Installing Warface Russia. The easy part, finally. Now that VK Play is in English, let's install Warface. Open VK Play and go to the game's library. Search for Warface. Click Install and select a folder, hopefully one with enough space. Click Start Installation and wait. If you have slow internet, this is a great time to grab a snack, scroll through memes, or rethink your life decisions. Once the installation is finished, do not launch the game yet. We have one more weird requirement to take care of. Step 7, change your keyboard layout to Russian. Yes, really. All right, this is the step nobody tells you about. Warface Russia will not let you log in unless your keyboard is set to Russian. I repeat, you cannot enter your in-game name unless you switch to a Russian keyboard layout. Step 8, launch Warface Russia and enjoy instant matchmaking. Now comes the best part. 1. Open VK Play, 2. Click Warface and hit play, 3. Log in with your VK ID using the Russian keyboard layout. 4. Enjoy instant matchmaking and actually finding games again. Unlike the Western servers where you could grow a beard while waiting for a match, Warface Russia has tons of active players, so matchmaking is almost instant. Congratulations, you just installed Warface Russia and escaped the dead Western servers. Let's recap. Created a VKID account, downloaded VK Play and changed the language, installed Warface Russia, switched keyboard layout to Russian to log in, joined a full server with actual players. Now go enjoy the real Warface experience. If this guide helped, drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more tutorials. See you in Warface Russia. Don't get sniped.